to sensitize today's theme.
Good morning, everybody, and welcome to this fourth day of National FDP on quantitative methods. I hope since past 3 days you had a great learning session from many learned resource persons from different institutions and who are the authority in that field. Today also in this session we have a person who is authority in this field of statistics and research methods, Professor Dr. Shailesh Kaushal from University of Lucknow. And I know he is having a very busy schedule, but despite his busy schedule, I called him, and on a personal note, he accepted my request to be the resource person for today. So today we will be conducting 3 sessions. The first session will be taken by Dr. Shailesh itself, that is based on cluster analysis. Second session will be on conjoint analysis. So cluster analysis, conjoint analysis, and discriminant analysis, these 3 sessions we have today. These are basically the statistical techniques used in marketing research, but they are not limited to marketing research only. Particularly for customer profiling or for your employee profiling also, you can go for cluster analysis and discriminant analysis. The name itself is explanatory that you create this clusters, discriminants means classification patterns where you can profiling segmentation all these. Then conjoint analysis is all about knowing how people or customers they value certain few attributes of a product. So by this you can know that what makes your product or services a successful one in the market and which attributes make your product fit in. So for cluster analysis, we have Dr. Shailesh Kaushal from University of Lucknow. Second session, conjoint analysis, will be having Dr. Ajit Kumar from JV Institute of Information Technology, Noida. And third session was supposed to be conducted by, that will be on discriminant analysis by Dr. T. Sai Vijay from IIM Ranchi. But due to some family issues, he won't be able to join us. So on a very short note, I requested one professor, Professor Sumit Gupta from IIM Raipur, and he is so kind enough that he accepted my invitation. So that session he will be taking from Professor Sumit Gupta, who is a professor at Indian Institute of Management, Raipur. So this is all about this session. Now I request my fellow colleagues to permit me to talk first for a minute, and then we can proceed.
There is echo in sound coming from the center.
Okay. Yes, sir. Now a short introduction of Dr. Shailesh Kaushal, sir. Dr. Shailesh Kaushal is an assistant professor at Department of Business Administration, University of Lucknow. His qualifications are PhD, NET, MBA and BE. He has been invited for more than 300 times as a resource person and delivered lectures on research methodology across India. He has published more than 60 research papers in various national and international journals. His area of specialization is marketing management, statistics, research methodology, and operations research. He has high proficiency in statistical software such as SPSS, AMOS, Process Micro, Smart PLS, eViews, and R also. He also uploaded 116 lectures video on YouTube. Sir, I welcome you for the program today. We have been honored to have you here. Please share your knowledge.
Thank you, madam. Thank you.
Thank you so much, sir.
Okay. Madam, can you make me host? I want to share my slides.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Thank you.
Sir, you have been made.
Sir,
Yes, yes. Now, is it visible? Can you see the slide?
Sir, just a minute. It's not
Okay.
visible. Just a minute.
No, it is not.
Is it visible?
No, sir.
No.
Your slide is not visible, sir.
Stop sharing. सर डेस्कटॉप स्क्रीन शेयर में डेस्कटॉप है, देन ये एंटायर स्क्रीन शो करें सर या विंडो?
हाँ सर, एंटायर स्क्रीन
अच्छा, एंटायर स्क्रीन एंड देन एंटायर स्क्रीन शेयर के नाउ सर कैन यू सी, इज इट विजिबल?
Neither you are visible nor the slides are visible.
Okay.
It is taking time, I think, due to some internet issues or.
नहीं इंटरनेट इशू नहीं इसमें, जो
Method is the same, sir.
ओके
सर,
यस यस अभी आया था, एक मिनट।
वो स्क्रीन को डबल क्लिक कर दीजिए, हो जाएगा। पुष्पेंद्र सर, प्लीज टर्न ऑफ योर कैमरा एंड यस। सर, स्क्रीन ऑप्शन को ही आप डबल क्लिक करेंगे, आ जाएगा सर।
एंटायर स्क्रीन वाला ना?
जी जी,
वो मैं कर रहा हूँ सर, इसमें
जैसे मैंने अभी अपना किया था, इसी को डबल क्लिक कर देना है। अब अपनी पीपीटी सर ओपन करिए तो शायद कुछ दिखे।
नहीं, पीपीटी तो ओपन है मेरी, मैं फिर से देखिए एक बार और कर रहा हूँ। ये क्लॉज ये आरा लिखा हुआ इसमें।
स्क्रीन को एक्चुअली सर स्क्रीन आपकी शेयर हो रही बट कुछ दिख नहीं रहा है।
हाँ वही मैं जानना चाह रहा हूँ।
जबकि सिंपली डबल क्लिक कर दीजिए आप उसी को, स्क्रीन को, बस।
कौन सी स्क्रीन को डबल क्लिक करना है?
सर जैसे आप सर ये करेंगे क्लिक शेयर कंटेंट,
हाँ
राइट सर। शेयर कंटेंट के बाद स्क्रीन और विंडो का ऑप्शन आएगा, स्क्रीन वाले को ही डबल क्लिक कर दीजिए बस।
एंटायर स्क्रीन को?
हाँ, वही स्क्रीन वाला जो ऑप्शन है, स्क्रीन और विंडो जो, उसी को डबल क्लिक कर दीजिए।
डबल क्लिक कर दिया मैंने, ये देखिए शेयर भी हो गया।
तो दिख नहीं रहा है सर।
हाँ वही मैं कोशिश कर रहा हूँ। अब दिखा क्या?
नहीं सर।
एक बार सर मुझे दोबारा से होस्ट करना है, इसको बंद, एक बार बंद कर दीजिए। शेयर हुआ सर?
नहीं सर।
ये थोड़ी प्रॉब्लम हो गई सर। देखिए मैं आपको फिर से बता देता हूँ। ये मैंने इसको ये क्लोज यहाँ पर लिखा है, क्लोज शेयर स्क्रीन। देखिए ओपन शेयर ट्रे। सर ओपन शेयर ट्रे पर
सर पहले आप विजिबल हो जाइए, फिर उसके बाद शेयर कीजिए।
ये देखिए मैं विजिबल हो गया जी।
आप पहले
ठीक है
विजिबल हो जाइए, फिर शेयर कीजिएगा तो समझ में आ जाएगा।
सर।
हाँ,
देखिए
यू आर विजिबल सर।
ठीक है, अब देखिए मैंने
हाँ,
ओपन
बिल्कुल you are visible।
ठीक है सर, थैंक यू। ओपन शेयर ट्रे मैंने किया।
अब आ जाएगा सर।
ओपन शेयर ट्रे, देन एंटर स्क्रीन। ठीक है सर, ये मेरा खुला हुआ है दोनों, एंड डबल क्लिक।
अब आ गया सर।
अब आ गया?
हाँ जी
आ
जी
गया
जी।
ये वाला आ गया सर।
हाँ, अब आप अपनी पीपीटी ओपन करिए, आ जाएगा।
ये सर देखिए पीपीटी ओपन है।
परफेक्ट। डॉक्टर
ये आ गया डॉक्टर?
हाँ,
आ गया?
डिपार्टमेंट ऑफ जी जी जी।
हो गया सर, ठीक।
हाँ जी।
थैंक यू गुड मॉर्निंग dear participants. Today I am going to discuss the cluster analysis. Now you can see it's a multivariate technique, and there are two types of multivariate technique. One is dependence technique and another interdependence technique. So can you see this slide? Multivariate technique means dependence technique and interdependence.
Yes sir.
Okay.
Yes, sir.
Thank you. So basically we divide our multivariate technique into two parts. One is dependence technique and another interdependence technique. So first of all, we should understand the difference between the dependence technique and interdependence technique. Okay. So in a dependence technique, whether it is multiple regression analysis, discriminant analysis, logistic regression, MANOVA, conjoint analysis, canonical, and structural equation modeling. All these techniques are dependence, means we can find the relationship between two or more variables. In case of multiple regression analysis, I am taking example of this. Y equal to beta 0 plus beta 1 x1 plus beta 2 x2 and so on. And there are many independent variable and last error term. So in the dependence technique, we want to find the relationship between the x1 and y, x2 and y, x3 and y. What does it mean? So here in a dependence relationship, like y, that is dependent variable, it is sales, and x, that is independent variable, advertising expenses. Okay. And another independent variable x2, it is the sales promotion, okay, or discount. So we see there is a positive correlation between the two, sales and advertising expenses, sales dependent variable and advertising expenses independent variable. Okay, so there is a positive relation or correlation between the two. As we increase these advertising expenses, people get more aware about the product or services and they buy the product. So there is a positive correlation. Now we can test the hypothesis here. There is no relationship between advertising expenses and sales. This is my alternate null hypothesis, and alternate hypothesis, there is a significant impact of advertising expenses on sales. So here we can test our hypothesis also and find the relationship between the two variable like dependent and another independent variable. So whether it is multiple regression analysis, discriminant, in all the dependence technique, our purpose to find the relationship between the two variable and to check the impact of independent variable on dependent variable, and then we can test our hypothesis also. This is the first. So the purpose of dependence technique is this. Okay. Now after this, the interdependence technique. Interdependence technique, we do not find any relationship among the more variables. Okay. Here interdependence purpose is to define from the dependence technique. There are many interdependence techniques like exploratory factor analysis, cluster analysis, confirmatory factor analysis, multidimensional, and correspondence analysis. Like exploratory factor analysis, the purpose of exploratory factor analysis, data reduction and summarization. What does it mean, data reduction and summarization? Data reduction means in this technique we reduce large number of variables or large number of questions into few. For example, we are taking 50 questions in our study and we are applying exploratory factor analysis, so it will reduce the large number of questions. The 20 questions are relevant to our study, and further the 20 questions we divide into 4 or 5 factor, like 1 factor, 2 factor, 3 and factor 4. Okay. And the same nature of questions we club in factor 1, like question number 1 to 4, and then question number 5 to 8. Okay, so we club same nature of questions, and then we give the name. Summarization means we understand the sense of these variables, and then we give the naming of particular factor. So this is the objective of interdependence technique. Now, after the conducting exploratory factor analysis, we obtain 4 factors. Now, next step, we can use these factors. We can take the summated scale or take mean value, and then we will identify which one is dependent variable and which one is independent variable. And then further we can use any the dependence technique. Okay, the purpose is to just reduce data reduction and summarization. Same as cluster analysis purpose, here we are not reducing the number of questions, we are reducing the number of cases. Okay, like in a the particular shopping mall, I will take this example to explain the cluster analysis. The large number of people visit the shopping mall. So, but on the basis of some characteristic, we can divide or the heterogeneous type of people into the few clusters. Like in these clusters, the people they visit shopping mall due to some enjoy purpose, enjoy loving. Some people buy the daily need product in a shopping mall. So on the basis of some characteristic, we create the several clusters, and then after creating the cluster, then we can use these clusters in other dependence technique. Okay, this is the concept of the dependence technique and interdependence technique. To just here we find the relationship between the two variable, and the other we our purpose not to find any relationship among the variables. Okay, now now you can see this slide, the cluster analysis. Okay, I think it is visible to you, cluster analysis. Now the cluster analysis basically is a group of multivariate technique whose primary purpose is to group objects based on some characteristics they possess. On the basis of several characteristics, we divide our heterogeneous type or different type of people into the same say we cluster, we make or we create one cluster, and in the particular cluster, in one cluster, the nature of the people same. Okay, and then another cluster, cluster 2, cluster 3, cluster 4. So we divide many cluster, and in each cluster people are homogeneous in nature but different from the other cluster people. So cluster analysis classify objects, respondents, products, or other entities on a set of user selected characteristics. The resulting cluster should exhibit high internal cluster homogeneity. It means the after conducting the cluster analysis, we obtain several clusters. So within one cluster, the people are homogeneous and highly heterogeneous. Means the people in one cluster and the people in another second cluster, they are very different nature. In a one cluster, people nature, perception, all these things are same. Okay, now cluster analysis uses in various disciplines as psychology, biology, sociology, economics, engineering, and business. So here I will take the example of business. In this case, there are three types of shopping lovers. We can divide the buyers into three categories: enjoy loving shoppers, passive shoppers, and economical shoppers. Now, how to perform and what are the stages of cluster analysis? The first, the objective of cluster analysis, we should define what is the objective of my cluster analysis. Then research design in a cluster analysis. Third is assumptions in cluster analysis. Then driving clusters and assessing overall fit. And the fifth is interpretation of the cluster, and then finally validation and profiling of the cluster. So these are the stages we follow. The first stage is I told you the taxonomy purpose, the classifying group of biological organism on the basis of shared characteristics. And the second purpose or objective, that is data simplification. Cluster analysis also develops a simplified perspective of grouping observations for further analysis. And then after simplifying the data, means the data nature homogeneous, and then we convert and we create many clusters. Then further we can use it to find the relationship identification. For example, we found three types of buyers in shopping mall: enjoy loving shopper, passive shoppers, they do not take much interest in shopping, and then economical, they buy discounted product and some less price product. So we divide the customers into three categories, and then we find the relationship to these customers with other variables. The researcher has a means of revealing a relationship among the observation that typically is not possible with individual observation. Second is research design in cluster analysis. So the researcher must address four questions when we are going to conduct the cluster analysis. First is the sample size adequate? And then second, can outlier be detected? Outlier means extreme case. And if so, should they be deleted? Then how should object similarity be measured? And should the data be standardized? If our questions not standard form, then we convert all the questions in a standard form. Okay. Now the sample size. The first is the sample size adequate. Here the purpose of sample size means whatever cluster we are creating, the each what should be the number of people in a particular cluster. For example, if I take the 100 respondents, okay, so 100 respondents, the total 100 respondent, they are visiting in a shopping mall. Okay, 100 respondents. So the what should be now? This is one cluster, so I can divide into two cluster. The 40 people may be one cluster, and the 60 people may be second cluster. On the basis of some characteristic, I can divide the two clusters. Then we can create the another method. We can create three clusters. The one cluster, two cluster, three cluster in one cluster. They are 40 people, then 30 people, 30 people. Total sample size 100. If I create, I can also create six cluster also. The one cluster, second cluster, third cluster, fourth cluster, fifth cluster, and sixth cluster. So in a first cluster, total people 30, then 30 and 20, then 10, the 5 and the 5, 4 and 5. So here the sample size means ki, whatever clusters we are creating, each cluster should have 10% of the total sample size. So here is 100. So the 10% of 100 means 10. So at least 10 people should be there in one cluster. So we will not take these. We will not create the three cluster, because the requirement of the cluster analysis at least 10% of the total respondents. So we will merge all the three into this. So there are three types of category. Generally, we are creating clusters. The purpose of cluster to make the strategies according to the need and wants of this particular group, and this particular. Okay, if we create so many cluster like the one cluster, so company cannot make the product for one customer. So company not creating the strategies for the single person, and we are not giving the customized product. Okay, we are creating the products for general people. So here, so if we make more clusters, so it is not possible to company to offer product for individual products. So this is the rule. Then at least 10% of the should be there in each clusters. So the second is the can outlier be detected? Outlier means extreme cases. Yes, there are two approaches. One is a graphical approach, and the second is empirical approach. So we can detect outlier empirically, such as univariate detection, bivariate detection, and multivariate detection.
Shailesh,
So yes, sir.
are you changing the slides or it is the same slide cluster analysis?
नहीं, मैं चेंज कर रहा हूँ सर बराबर.
नहीं,
I have changed.
नहीं दिख रहा है सर लोगों को. ये
कोई स्लाइड
क्लस्टर एनालिसिस वाला ही दिख रहा है बस.
आपका क्लस्टर एनालिसिस का स्लाइड दिख रहा है बस.
सर मैं तो चेंज कर चुका हूँ बहुत सारी स्लाइड्स.
नहीं, यहाँ तो नहीं चेंज हो रहा सर.
सर शायद आपने स्क्रीन जो है वो अपने डिवाइस पे चेंज किया होगा. सो इन माइक्रोसॉफ्ट टीम्स इफ समवन चेंजेस द स्क्रीन यू हैव टू रीशेयर.
स्क्रीन दोबारा से शेयर करना होगा.
हाँ जी सर, आपको प्रोसेस दोबारा फॉलो करना पड़ेगा जब भी आप स्क्रीन में स्विच करोगे.
ये देखिए
सर फुल स्क्रीन को ले लीजिए अपनी.
सर मैंने फुल स्क्रीन लिया हुआ ना. ये देखिए ये फुल स्क्रीन है. एक
अब तो कुछ भी नहीं दिख रहा है सर.
सर मैं फिर से मैं एक बार शो कर रहा हूँ.
हाँ आ गया, क्लस्टर आ गया, पहला स्क्रीन आ रहा है.
पहला स्क्रीन आ गया ना.
फिर गायब हो गया सर.
गायब हो गया.
हाँ फिर गायब हो गया.
अरे सर
ओपन करिए तो
सर क्योंकि आपने ये वाला स्क्रीन खोल लिया ना अपने पास अब, इसलिए वो गायब हो गया है.
एक मिनट
इसको मिनिमाइज कर दीजिए सर. और
डिवाइस पे स्विच करेंगे यू हैव टू
एक मिनट मैं इसको दोबारा से फिर से ओपन कर. अब दिख रहा है स्क्रीन?
नहीं सर, अब आ गया सर।
अब सर
आ गया।
बैकग्राउंड वाला वो मिनिमाइज कर दीजिए और इसी को आगे दिखाइए इस साइड
एक मिनट सर, अब आ गया सर?
नहीं आया
सर। अभी आपका बैकग्राउंड है ना सर, इसको मिनिमाइज कर दीजिए और अपनी विंडो पीपीटी खोलिए, वो दिखती रहेगी सर।
ये अच्छा अब दिख रहा है सर? सर अब विजिबल है?
जी, विजिबल है। ये पहला स्लाइड है ये।
हाँ पहला। ये दूसरा दिख रहा है सर?
नहीं, अभी नहीं दिख रहा। हाँ, दूसरा आ गया क्लस्टर।
और तीसरा
नहीं आया।
थर्ड नहीं आया सर?
हाँ, ये थर्ड आ गया सर।
और ये फोर्थ आ गया सर, है ना?
फोर्थ नहीं आया सर।
मेरे को टाइम लेता।
एक सेकंड का टाइम लगेगा।
ये फोर्थ आ गया।
जी,
लविंग शॉपर आ गया, पैसिव
हाँ,
शॉपर, इकोनॉमिकल शॉपर, ये आ गया। ये भी आ गया ऑब्जेक्टिव्स वाले।
ठीक है ठीक है ठीक है ठीक है। मैं सर फिर से रिपीट कर देता हूँ इसको, है ना? कोई प्रॉब्लम नहीं।
6 स्टेजेस ऑफ काम।
ठीक 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 ठीक। अगेन आई रिपीट, शुरुआत से कर देता हूँ, कोई प्रॉब्लम नहीं। सो द क्लस्टर एनालिसिस, तो ये तो हम डिस्कस कर चुके हैं। देयर आर 6 So there are 6 stages in cluster analysis. One is objectives of cluster analysis. ये तो अब दिख पा रहा होगा ना सर? Can you see?
ये दिख रहा है।
ओके ओके ठीक है। अच्छा क्या सर आपने मुझे इन्फॉर्म कर दिया, अदरवाइज मैं पूरा लेक्चर ले लेता। ओके, so there are 6 stages in a cluster analysis. One is objectives of cluster analysis. Second, research design. Third, assumptions and driving clusters and interpretation of the cluster, and validation and profiling of the clusters. Now, the first stage, we define the objectives of cluster analysis. I told you there are many objectives of cluster analysis. One, taxonomy development, classifying groups of biological organisms on the basis of shared characteristics. Then, data simplification. Cluster analysis also develop a simplified perspective of grouping observation for further analysis. And then relationship identification. So it means after conducting the cluster analysis, we obtain several clusters and then find the relationship of one cluster to another variables. The research design. So I was discussing about the research design. There are 4 issues or 4 questions when we conduct the cluster analysis. First, is the sample size adequate? Then second, can outlier be detected? Then how should object similarity be measured, and should the data be standardized? The first is the sample size adequate? I was discussing about the sample size. The issue of sample size in cluster analysis does not relate to any statistical inference. So the assessing adequacy of sample size is 10% of the population. For example, I am taking 100 people in my cluster analysis. So this is my population. Now I can divide, now it's one cluster. So I can divide into 2 clusters. The one cluster, the 40 people, and another cluster, the 60 people. Okay, the 40 people are same nature, and 60 people again here the nature same, but they both are different. Okay, this cluster people completely different from this. So here the sample size is 40 in one cluster and 60 in another cluster. The second method, that is I can divide these into 3 clusters, like in a cluster 1 40 people, and cluster 2 the 30 people, and in cluster 3 again 30 people. So here the sample size, total sample 100. So the people in cluster 1 homogeneous and but heterogeneous with the cluster second and cluster third. If I can create more cluster also. In the first cluster, the 30 people, there are many, I'm creating many clusters, 4, 5, 5 clusters. The second clusters, the 25, and the third 20. So the fourth cluster 15 people. So 15 the 35, 60 and 90, and the other cluster 8 people, and the 6 I am creating 6 cluster also. Now the total 100, it means the adequacy, assessing adequacy of the sample size 10% of the population. My population was 100, so this cluster okay, it is more than 10% means 30% people in one cluster, 25% people in second cluster, and 20% people in third cluster, 15% people in fourth cluster. But it is not here the cluster 5 and cluster 2. So here the minimum sample size should be 10%. So we cannot and we should not create 2 cluster, because our assumption that 10% people should be in one cluster. So because company cannot make the customized product, company creating strategies for the policies or strategies for only few groups, few clusters. So company is not going to provide a specialized product for one person. Now this is about the sample size. So we should keep in mind, if we are we should not creating so many cluster. So there is a rule: be at least 10% people in one cluster. Then after that, so I'm changing the slides. Now you can see the can outlier be detected. So there are two approaches for finding the or detecting the outlier. Outlier means extreme case. One is graphical approach and another is the empirical approach. So we can detect outlier empirically, such as univariate detection, bivariate detection, multivariate detection, and we use Mahalanobis basis d square. If its value greater than 16.8, then we can say it's a outlier. If its value less than the 16.8, then it's not a problem. Now, how should the object similarity to be measured? Basically, we measure the similar people in a sample size of 100. So if we are creating 2 cluster, so in a 2 cluster, the same nature of people we are putting in a cluster 1, and another cluster we are putting the same nature of people in cluster. Now how to find? For example, my question, I am asking many questions, like I like to visit shopping mall. Okay, so this is my question, and they can give their opinion in a Likert scale 1 to 7. Then some people may agree this statement and some may not. Okay, so I like to visit shopping mall. So the respondent number, for example, we have 100 respondent, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, total 100. So the respondent number 1 giving the choice for this question 2. Okay, means he is not agreeing to visit the shopping mall. And the respondent number 15 also giving the same choice for this question. So we can say the people, so the correlation measure means, so we can associate or the number 1 and the number 15, the choice of the people, both the respondents same, so we can combine both and put in a cluster 1. Okay. And then again we find the same nature of people out of the 100 and then put in the. Some people may give the high choice for this. I like to visit shopping mall, like 6 or 7. Okay. For example, the respondent number 4 is giving the choice 6, and respondent number 21 also giving the choice 7. So they are more or less the option given by them same. So we will put in this cluster, because in this cluster they don't like to visit the shopping mall and they like. So they are different to each other, but within the cluster the people are same. So there are 3 methods. One is the how to find whether the object are similar or not. One is correlational measures, then distance measure, and third is association measures. So we use squared Euclidean distance to find the similarity of the two people. So how will we do it? We will do it through the SPSS. Okay. So now this fourth point: should the data be standardized? Whatever questions we are taking to making the clusters, the question should be in a same nature. Means I'm asking question. I like to visit the shopping mall and point Likert scale, and another 1-200. So we should analyze the types of question. If we are taking same nature of questions, same scale we are using, then we do not need to standardize our question. So in this case study, I will take 6 questions to explain the cluster analysis. First is my first question. So these 6 questions I will ask to the respondents, and the total respondent in my study 25. Okay, 25. I'm taking very small sample size to explain the concept of cluster analysis, and the 25 people, those who are visiting the shopping mall, we are just asking these 6 questions in each respondents. The first question: I love to buy product in shopping mall, and it is strongly disagree to strongly agree. It's a 7-point scale. So someone put the opinion either 1 or 2. Some people give their opinion 5, 6, or 7. So it's a perception. And the second question say, I buy discounted products. I enjoy eating food at shopping mall. Then I bargain products when shopping mall. I buy only daily need products. I compare prices of products in shopping. So before conducting the cluster analysis, because we want to create so many cluster on the basis of some characteristics. So these are the questions related to the characteristics. So whatever the basis, so we should, for example, we are creating the clusters for the buying habits of the buyers. So we should take these 6 questions. So your cluster analysis means if you want to make cluster in a organization, for cluster the sincere employee, not sincere employee, and you can give another category also. So your questionnaire may be different. So these questions, and this questionnaire set of questions we distributed to the 25 people. Now assumptions in the cluster analysis. Assumptions, the one is sample representation. Sample representation means the 10% sample size should be in one cluster. If we are taking 25 sample, 25 people, then in each cluster at least more than 3 people should be in one cluster. And then multi-core-linearity. Multi-core-linearity, it's a issue in the variables. We are taking 6 questions, and all the 6 questions should be unrelated to each other. So if if the questions are highly related to each other, then there may be issue the multi-core-linearity. So reduce the variable to equal number in each set of the correlated measures. Then use a distance measure that compensate for the correlation, such as Mahalanobis basis distance. Through this, we can identify the multi-quality issue. Okay. So, and the driving customers, the how many clusters should we create? One, the partitioning. There are some procedure. One is partitioning procedure, means the most widely used procedures can be classified as hierarchical procedure and another is non-hierarchical procedure. So there are two approaches to conduct the cluster analysis. One is hierarchical procedure and another is non-hierarchical procedure. So in a driving clusters and assessing overall fit, the hierarchical procedure, there are two basic types of hierarchical clustering procedures are agglomerative and divisive. Agglomerative means we add the same nature of people and create the group, and divisive method means we take the one sample, one cluster, and divide into two. Okay, so in a agglomerative methods, each object or observation starts out as its own cluster and is successively joined the two most similar clusters. So in a agglomerative methods, we add similar two people and then create the cluster. In a divisive method, all observations start in a single cluster and are successively divided into the two cluster, three cluster, and many clusters. Okay, so you can see the agglomerative. This is now. To this picture, we can understand the concept of agglomerative and device. So if we are going left to right, okay, the respondent number 1 and 2, they are similar, so we create the cluster 1. This is one cluster. So when we add another person, so we combine the two groups, then it becomes the one cluster. Okay, so the same nature of people we combine in a agglomerative the method, and the divisive means right, the right to left. So we in this initially we have 100 people, so 100 people means one clusters, and then we divide into two categories, like in one cluster 40 people and 60 people in second cluster. Then again we divide the 40 people in the first cluster, 30 people and the second cluster the 10 people. Then again we divide into two, in this cluster 20 people and 10 people this. So in a divisive method we move from right to left, and in a agglomerative we move right to left to right. Okay, so this is about the agglomerative and divisive method. Now the hierarchical cluster analysis, selecting the initial cluster. The selecting cluster algorithm average linkage method we use to find the similar people. Initial cluster results identify the small cluster and deleted the observations. So we conduct in a two-step the cluster analysis. In the first analysis, we identify the number of clusters. So through initial cluster, we can know how many clusters should be there. Okay. So for example, I'm taking 25 cluster, 25 people in it's my one cluster. So when I conduct the hierarchical cluster analysis, then I can identify there should be at least 3 clusters. So in an initial cluster, we can find the hierarchical, and then non-hierarchical cluster analysis, we confirm the 3 cluster and give the name according to the score given by the respondent. Respecified clusters. Respecified means if the in one cluster sample size less than 10%, then we merge this cluster and then re-specified again, and then evaluating the cluster size. Okay, how many people in one clusters. Now the hierarchical clusters. So portraying the cluster process, examine the actual cluster process, means how many clusters should be there. Then agglomerative coefficient means two most similar clusters are combined. Like in this diagram, we can see the respondent number 1 and 2 are more similar. So in a agglomeration coefficient, the two most similar clusters are combined, and dendrogram means close distance between combination indicate greater homogeneity. This is the dendrogram, this graph known as the dendrogram of hierarchical clustering. So the dendrogram, the closer distance means they are close. 1 and 2 are closer distance. Between the closer distance between combinations indicate greater homogeneity, means they are same nature of people. Then determine cluster solution, applying stopping rule ranging from 10 to 2. 2 means at least 2 clusters. So if sample size is more, then we should use 10 to 2 clusters. So we should not make so many clusters. So it is depend on the total sample size also, but preferably we should make 3, 4, or 5 or 6 clusters. The non-hierarchical clusters, specifying cluster seeds. The first task is to identify starting points, knowing as cluster seeds. For each cluster, a seed may pre-specified by the researcher by observation may be selected, usually in a random process. And then assignment means with the cluster seeds defined, the next step is to assign each observation. The specified cluster analysis means we identify the one person, and then we find another person who is similar to the one. Now then finally we interpret the results like the passive shoppers, because why they are passive shoppers. So we ask this question, and then the question number 1, 3, and 5. The question is we should give name the like we give name in a factor analysis. So we should give the name of the clusters. So on the basis of some questionnaire question, the I love to buy products in shopping mall. We ask this question, and the people in this cluster, they give very less score. Okay, I love to buying product in shopping mall. It means they don't like uh, to buy product in shopping mall. The second question, I enjoy eating food at shopping mall. They don't enjoy eating food in shopping mall. And I buy only daily need products, and they are giving high score to this question. So we can understand these type of people may be passive shoppers, because they don't buy the product in shopping mall, they don't eat the food in shopping mall. So we can give, it's a researcher choice to give the name, and we should understand the what is the sense of these questions. Okay, second is enjoy loving shopper. We have given the name of these customers, like I love to buy product in shopping mall. These customers enjoy to buy the product in shopping mall. I enjoy eating food at shopping mall. They enjoy eating food in shopping mall. Then I buy only daily need products, low value. They don't buy the daily need product. So we have given the name of these people enjoy loving shopper. And last cluster is economical shopper. I buy discounted products, shop high value. They are giving high value. I bargain products when shopping mall, giving the bargain there. I compare prices of product. So we have given the name this type of buyers, economical shopper. So it's a choice of researcher to give the name. And then finally cross validation. So we can take another sample, and then we can find the results. Now I am, after this I am sharing the my this the data. I am sharing the data of cluster analysis. So I am performing here cluster analysis. So So can you see this slide? The questions for cluster analysis?
Yes, sir.
Yes.
Okay. So there are 7 questions. Okay. So for conducting the cluster analysis, I prepared 7 questions. First is I asked the name of the respondent. What is your name? It is not desirable. It's not a mandatory question. But mandatory question 6, I love to buy products in shopping mall. I buy discounted products. So this is the data set. Now you can see the data set. So there are 7 questions. One question related to name of the respondent, and second question related to our study, like love, discount, eating, food, bargain, and the price. Okay. So this Dharmendra, he is the respondent 1. For question number, my question was 1 to 7. So he given the for question number 1 the choice 5, for question number 2 second option, and for question number 3 6 option, for question number 4 2 4. Okay. So our purpose to find the people who is similar to the Dharmendra. Okay. So we the second respondent's responses you can see here, 7 3 7 3 1. So this is my data set. So my purpose to find the same nature of people, and then then we create the clusters. Now in the data set, so you can see this data set. The Roja, the respondent, she has given response for question number 1 3, for second question 6, for third question 3, for fourth question 4, fifth question 1, and sixth question 5. So who is more similar? So cluster analysis will identify the Sarita. She is giving 3 for this question. His option more or less same, 6 and 5, 3 3, 4 6, similar, not exactly, slightly different, 5 and so we combine Roja and Sarita in one cluster. Then we find another person, the Shyam. He is also giving the 4 5 5 4 3 6 6. The options given by the Shyam same as the Sarita and Roja. And the Sachi, she is giving 2 3 4 3. These are the options given by the Sachi and Sultana. 2 4, not very much similar, but similar. Then 3 4 5 4 3 3 4 5 6 4 3, more or less same. So cluster analysis identifies similar people and put in one cluster. So we will put Roja, Sarita, Shyam, Amit, Tanvi, and Mahesh in one cluster, and another people Sachi, Sultana, Bablu, Babita in the another cluster, and the third cluster, Dharmendra, Prateek, and the Rajia, Sukhwinder, Rahim in cluster. So this is the purpose of cluster analysis to the people, we put same nature people into one. Okay. Now I think I'm sharing this slide, the SPSS slide, and SPSS slide you can see it. So there are the 25 respondents. You can see here in the first column 25 respondent. In the second column you can see these are the options given by all the 25 respondents. Question 3, discount, eating, bargain, daily, and then the price. Okay. In a variable view we can see the total 7 questions. The name, how, discount, eating, bargain, and the full question I have written here in it, label. So you can see label. These are the 7 questions. Okay. So now I am conducting the cluster analysis. Then after conducting the cluster and hierarchical, there are 2 stages. One is hierarchical cluster analysis and another is non-hierarchical cluster analysis. So I am performing here hierarchical cluster analysis. Just see. Then after analyzing, I will explain the output. So we analyze, then classify, and after classify we choose hierarchical cluster. Okay, so analyze, classify, and hierarchical clusters. Is it okay? Now I select all the 6 variables. I am selecting all the 6 variables. Is it visible to you? Slide.
आवाज कट कट के आ रही है
सर एसपीएस शीट देख सकते हैं ना?
हाँ वो शीट दिख रही है लेकिन आवाज कट के आ रही है
एसपीएस शीट
यस यस
हाँ सर माइक अपना सर ओके प्लीज योर वर्क some I'm not mute my so I'm repeating again and analyze, classify, and then I am selecting these variables and then transferring all these 6 variables and then name of the buyer I am dragging and dropping. Okay, here this we can simply transfer. So all these labels here. Now I am opening statistics, agglomeration schedule, and then range of solution. Range of solution minimum I want 2 clusters, maximum I need for. Also I can write here 10 also, but there is no need because the size is small, so we should not take the 10. Okay, so how many clusters? 2 to 4, and then continue, and after continuing the plots I need dendrogram, and then after this the method I'm using Ward's method and the squared Euclidean distance, and then continue. After continue they save. I do not need to save anything right now, and then okay. So okay, this is my output. Is it visible, sir? Output?
No, no, sir. No. It is only up to hierarchical cluster.
Okay. Hierarchical cluster. Okay.
After that, no operation.
So I'm repeating again. Analyze, classify, hierarchical cluster. Now, sir, can you see this? Is it visible?
Only up to hierarchical cluster it is visible.
Okay. Now I am now, sir, I'm again repeating.
Next dialog box is not coming.
Okay. I'm repeating again. Sir, analyze. Then can you see this? Analyze.
Yes, sir. Analyze, classify, hierarchical. That is visible. That's all.
Okay.
The earlier presentation, I think, sir.
No. Now, can you see now this slide, this dialog box? I am transferring here. Select, sir. I am selecting all the 6 variable and transferring here. Is it visible?
No,
Oh,
I think it has stuck somewhere.
yes, 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 you are right. Yes. So I am again stop sharing it and share again. Sir, can you see this slide? Please inform me.
No,
No, sir. No, sir.
It is not
no, sir.
visible. Data set not visible.
Nothing.
No, sir.
Okay, okay, okay. I'm trying again. Sir, now is it visible? This slide
No, sir.
SPSS?
No, sir. The screen is
Yes,
blank
sir.
and black.
अच्छा, अच्छा. So I'm repeating again and just stop sharing it and open the SPSS sheet. So now
No,
SPSS no.
nothing is visible.
Let's say but try. एक मिनट इसको Sir, is it visible?
No, sir.
Sir, which screen are you sharing, sir?
So, here.
Sir,
Sharing,
sir,
sir, this
same method, sir. Share content और स्क्रीन वाला ऑप्शन आएगा, स्क्रीन और विंडो, स्क्रीन वाले पे डबल क्लिक जैसे कर रहे थे सर वैसे ही.
सर कुछ
अभी तो सर आपकी स्क्रीन ही नहीं
सर
शेयर
ये
हो रही है.
इज इट विजिबल? मैं अपना वीडियो ऑन करके जैसे पहले किया था वैसे कर रहा हूँ. वीडियो ऑन एंड देन ओपन शेयर ट्रे, डबल क्लिक.
अभी तो आपका वीडियो भी नहीं आ रहा है सर.
अच्छा, वीडियो भी नहीं आ रहा है?
नहीं सर.
वीडियो अब तो आ रहा ना वीडियो सर?
नहीं सर.
Sir, maybe you can rejoin the meeting.
हाँ हाँ ठीक है, मैं रिज्वाइन कर रहा हूँ उसको डिसमिस करके. ठीक है ना?
मीटिंग में रीजन.
Yes, sir.
ठीक. हेलो सर, आप मुझे देख पा रहे हैं? कैन यू सी मी? ठीक ठीक ठीक। अब मुझे स्क्रीन शेयर के लिए होस्ट बना दीजिए।
सर आप हैं होस्ट सर हैं,
ठीक ठीक।
प्रेजेंटर है।
इसमें भी शो नहीं हो रहा वो।
अनिल सर make him a but it's not showing, so just make attendee and then again make presenter. Did you got?
नहीं सर, अभी नहीं।
एक मिनट आ गया आप सर? एक्चुअली
सर-
आपका 2 आईडी से लॉगिन दिखा रहा है सर।
अच्छा,
एक में वीडियो आ रहा है, एक ब्लैंक है।
नहीं तो मैं तो उसको बंद कर चुका था। अब आ गया सर, देखिए।
अब आ गया
हाँ
सर। अब आप क्लिक कर दीजिए शेयर कंटेंट पर
ठीक है।
और डबल क्लिक कर दीजिए स्क्रीन ऑप्शन पर।
अब देख पा रहे हैं सर स्क्रीन? ये जो है डेटा सेट SPSS।
हाँ अब दिख रहा है सर।
ठीक है, ओके।
Data set has already been shared with all the participants, so please work on that.
So now I'm performing cluster analysis. So the analyze and then classify and hierarchical clusters. Okay. So after this, I have selected all the 6 variables. I allow to buy product, to I compare prices, and I'm transferring all the variables in a variables box. And name of the buyers I'm transferring in label cases. So okay, so is it visible now, sir? Can you see it?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir. Yes.
Okay, okay. And then statistics, I'm pressing statistics. I here I need minimum cluster 2 and maximum cluster 4. So 2 and 4. Okay, and then continue. After continue, plots. So I need dendrogram, and then continue. Methods, I'm pressing method, selecting words method, and then continue. Okay, and after continue, okay. Now I think you can see the output. Is it visible output? क्या
Yes,
output
sir.
output देख सकते हैं ना? ठीक
Yes,
है।
sir. Yes.
Okay, thank you. So I am explaining the first table here, the case processing summary. I told you I have taken a small case study, and the sample size is very less, 25. So all the 25 people responded to this question, and there is no missing value. The second is agglomeration schedule. So in an agglomeration schedule, the cluster in the first stage, cluster 1 and cluster 2. Okay, so we are combining same nature of people. The total people 25 in this cluster. Okay, like cluster the respondent number 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 and 24, 23, all the people in one cluster. So the respondent number 3 and respondent number 24, they are similar. So the respondent, so what will we do? We are combining. So we are creating cluster here. The respondent number 13 and 22, they are similar. So we have taken the 2 people from this group and transferring in another group, because the coefficient 1 means the more similar. The 0 cluster 1 means 0 and cluster 2 means 0. It means we did not take both the participants. We are taking first time, and then next stage is next stage means 10 number, this 10. So he is similar also. In this stage, the respondent number respondent number 13 and respondent number 20, they are similar. So we will take the 20 number respondent into this cluster, and the 13 number, this respondent already taken in the first cluster. So here the cluster is 1, and the respondent number 30, we are taking this respondent first time. So here you can see the cluster 0. So earlier it was not in any cluster, but the respondent number 1 was in the cluster 1, because the cluster 1, this is. Now the next stage is 15. 15 means this person number 5 similar to 13. So we will club both the people, and then next 17. So we take the same nature of people and put in the cluster. The second, the cluster membership. So there are I created 4 clusters. The 4 clusters, the let's say one cluster means all the 25 persons. So there are, I selected 2 to 4 cluster. The if I take the 2 cluster 1, cluster 2, cluster 1 and cluster 2. So who will come in the cluster 1? The cluster 1, how many people? 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9 10, 10 people in one cluster. And the second cluster, how many people? The 15 people in this cluster. And the first cluster only 10 people. Okay, if we create the 3 cluster, it's a 2 clusters, the 2 cluster, the 10 people in one cluster and 15 people in second cluster. If I create 3 cluster, so in the 3 cluster means cluster 1, cluster 2, cluster 3. Who will be in the cluster 1? So the cluster 1, cluster 2, cluster 3. So by name we can put the people in cluster 1. The cluster 1, this Dharmendra, Pratik, Rajia, Sukhvinder, Rahim, and this one Jhumpa, Raghav, Yash, and then Divya and Anjali. How many people? So 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9 10 people in the first cluster. Second cluster, how many people? 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 5 6 people in second cluster. And third cluster, so 10 and 6 16. So rest of the 9 people in cluster 3. So in each cluster the sample size should be more than 10%. So my sample size 25. So at least minimum 3 people should be in each cluster. So here more than 3, more than 3, more than 3. If I create 4 cluster, cluster 1, cluster 2, cluster 3, cluster 4, this is my 4th cluster. Okay, so I have created 4 cluster. How many people in cluster number 1, cluster number 2, cluster number 3, cluster number 4? The 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9 10 people in cluster 1. In cluster 2, 1 and 2 3 4 5 6 people in this cluster. And the third cluster, the 1 2 and 3 4 5 6 7 8 people here. And fourth cluster, how many people? For only one, the one respondent in. So what is the criteria to creating the cluster? At least 10%, the 2.5, the 10% of 10% of 25 means 2.5%, or greater than 3%. But in this cluster only people one cluster, so it is not desirable to create cluster. So through the hierarchical cluster analysis, we got idea that we will take only 3 clusters, because the if we create more cluster, so there is no there is no advantage to creating the more cluster, because the sample size is less. This is about the cluster, the cluster membership. Now after that, the next table, it's a icicle plot. So here I'm explaining it, the icicle plot. In this plot, we can understand the first is the again through this data we can create the cluster. So when I take the parallel line to the x-axis, so I can divide this one cluster and the another cluster this. So there are now 2 cluster, the one cluster and 2 cluster. So how many people in one cluster? In cluster 1, 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9 10 11 12 13 14 15 people, 15 people in one cluster and 10 people in 2 cluster. If I create 3 cluster means this one. So I include this, there is one cluster, and second cluster, this cluster, second cluster, and third cluster, this third cluster. So how many people in one cluster? So the 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9. So 9 people in this cluster, and the second cluster, how many people? 1 2 3 4 5 6. 6 people in this cluster. How many people in cluster 3? 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9 10. 10 people. The total sample size 25. Okay. If I create lower down it, move upward to downward, then there is one cluster, there is second cluster, the cluster 1, cluster 2, and cluster 3, and cluster 4. So in the cluster, how many people? Only this respondent, Priyanka. If I create the 4 cluster, so the in first cluster 1, in the second cluster, the how many respondents? 8, and then 6, and then the 10% in cluster 4. So there is no need for this cluster. So this is about the icicle plot, the purpose to understand how many people should take in a one cluster. Next is dendrogram. So in a dendrogram, I told you we take the similar people in one group, and another similar people the different group. So the respondent number 13, Pinky and Rohit, we will combine their similar. Hello, can you?
Sir, it is based on one question, or it is based on all questions? Because
All questions, sir. It's based on all the questions, 6 questions.
All 6 questions taken together.
Yes. So here, sir, you can see the respondent number 13 and 22. So respondent number 13 and 22 similar. So I am showing you the questionnaire. Just to explain the questionnaire. Okay, I show you the set of questions. So you, sir, you see here the respondent number 13 and 22. So I am looking respondent number 13 and 22. So I am, sir, can you see this slide? Is it?
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Yes.
So okay, sir, I am combining respondent number 13 and respondent number the respondent number 22. So you see here, sir, number 13. Okay, the Pinky. Now, so I am comparing this with the Rohit, similar. Their option more or less similar. So it is the questions, the options given by them. The Pinky given 2, and this person Rohit also give 2. This give 3. He also gives 3. He give 1, 1, 5, 4. More similar, more or less similar. Not exactly 6, 5, 4, 4. So here we are combining people because they are using less same. Okay, sir. Now the output. Sir, is it clear?
Yes, yes.
Okay, okay. Thank you, sir. Thank you.
Thank you.
Now let's see the output. Okay, sir. Output the Pinky and Rohit means respondent number 13 and 22 are similar. So when we move from right, so there are method, agglomeration method. When we move from left to right, we combine two people in one cluster. Then another person similar to these people 13, 22, and 20. So we will combine from so 13 and 22. So they are more similar. The 13 and 22 you can see here they are more similar 13 and 22. So and the respondent number 13, 22, and 20 and 5. We club them all the 3% because they are more or less same. So the one cluster, two cluster, and this is three cluster, and four cluster, five cluster, six cluster, seven cluster, and eight. Okay, but our purpose not creating so many clusters. When we move from left to right, then we combine these people in this cluster. So how many people? The cluster one. Hello.
Sir, it is hanged up. It is still the
Okay.
original data. Your output is not being shown.
Oh, okay, okay, okay. Thank you, sir. Thank you. I'm showing एक. Thank you, sir. मैं इसको yes. Sir, can you visit? Is it visible now? The output?
No, sir.
You cannot see output.
No.
Okay. Again, it is not visible now, na? Output. You cannot
Output
see.
Output is not visible, sir.
Okay, okay, okay. सर पहले आउटपुट विजिबल था
हाँ यस पहले विजिबल था
बट अब नहीं है ना
अब नहीं है
ओके ओके मैं इसको दोबारा से एक बार शेयर कर लेता हूँ शेयर स्टॉप शेयरिंग सर अब विजिबल है इज इट विजिबल नाउ
अब तो कंप्लीट ब्लैंक है
अब कंप्लीट ब्लैंक
आ गया सर आ गया
आउटपुट आ गया सर
हाँ आउटपुट आ गया डेंडोग्राम आ गया सर डेंडोग्राम
हाँ हाँ डेंडोग्राम ही मैं एक्सप्लेन कर रहा था आई वाज ओके थैंक यू सर सो इन अ डेंडोग्राम so the purpose of dendrogram to how to create the groups so the respondent number 13 and 22 they are similar okay and then the third respondent also similar fourth also so we club then we create the cluster so the cluster this people they are similar and the another cluster they are similar when we combine then when we move from left to right we add generally cases so when we take the cluster 1 cluster 2 cluster 3 cluster 4 so in this cluster how many people 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 and the cluster second only 1 and the cluster 3 how many people 6 in cluster 4 9 okay so when we move from left to right so there are 3 clusters 1 2 3 in one cluster how many people 10 cluster 2 6 people, and cluster 3 9. And when we make two clusters, then the total number of persons in one cluster 16 and the other 9, and the one cluster means total the 25 persons. When we club both, then total. Now the divisive method, this is agglomeration method, we move left to right, and in a divisive method we move right to left. So here we treat all the people in one cluster, the 25 people. Then when we move from left to right to left, then we find we divide our data into two clusters. In the one cluster, how many people? 16, and the another cluster 9. Okay. So further we can divide this cluster number, this cluster into two, 1 and 2. So in the one cluster, how many people? In the 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9, 9 people in this cluster, and the another cluster, this, the total number connect 7. Okay. So the 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9, and the 9 and 6. So this is not it's a 15, 9 and 6. Okay. Same as the 9 people in cluster 1. In this cluster only 9, because this the third, that is 9. If we move from right to left again, then this cluster, it's a one cluster again, it divide into two, and this is 1 and this is 4. Now how many cluster? 1 cluster, 2 cluster, 3 cluster, 4 cluster. So this is the criteria to define the cluster. Now after that, we once we conduct the hierarchical cluster analysis, and through hierarchy cluster analysis we got idea that we should create 3 clusters. Okay. Now we move to another non-hierarchical cluster analysis. So I am the minimizing this and opening my data, the SPSS sheet. Now sir, is it visible, SPSS sheet? I am conducting non-hierarchical.
Yes, sir. Yes,
Yes,
sir.
come, sir.
It is visible.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay. Now in this, thank you. Now second stage to conduct non-hierarchical. So I go to here, analyze, then classify, and K means cluster. K means cluster, means non-hierarchical cluster, and then I am selecting all the 6 variables and transferring in a variable box. The name of the buyers, I am transferring label cases by. So here written number of clusters. So through hierarchical cluster analysis, we got idea that we should create only 3 clusters. Okay. Now in this non-hierarchical cluster, we are confirmed that we should create 3 clusters. And then iterate, nothing to do here, and then save. We can save the result also. K, cluster membership, distance from cluster center, and continue. Okay. And after continue, options. So I need ANOVA table, cluster formation for each case, and then continue. After continue, okay, and then we I'm giving you the no. Is it visible output, sir? Can you see this output?
Outcome is not coming.
Sir.
I think okay is to be,
Sir.
Sir, can you see
Out.
the output?
no, output is not coming, sir.
Okay,
It is not visible, sir.
okay, no problem. Now, is it visible, sir? Output?
No, sir.
No, sir.
Yes.
Can you see, sir?
Yes, visible. Output is
Visible. Okay.
visible.
Yes, sir.
Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. Okay, this is now you can see the output of non-hierarchical cluster analysis. In the first table, you can see here initial cluster centers. So there are the one cluster, two cluster, and three cluster. Okay. In the one cluster, how many people? So in the in cluster one, 9 people. In cluster two, 10, and cluster people. Okay. So the cluster one, 9. Again, I am repeating the cluster one number of people 9. So there are 3 clusters. In this cluster, 9 people, 9% in cluster 1, in cluster 2, 10%, and cluster 3, 6%. Okay. Now the I love to bargain product in shopping mall. What does that mean? I am asking all the 6 questions to the all the 25 respondent. So the people in cluster 1, the total number of people in cluster 1, 9%. And my question is the first question. I love to buy products in shopping mall, and the options 1 to 7 means 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 strongly disagree to strongly agree. So all the 9 people, when we take the mean value of the this question responses, the mean value is 2. It means the all the 9 people ticked either 1, 2, 3, but mean value that is 2. Okay, or approximately we have taken it in a round figure. For question number, the people in cluster the 2, their mean value for this question that is 3, and for cluster 3, the mean value of this question 4. So the question, in cluster 1, it is low value, and the low value for this question, and low value for I compare prices in the products in shopping mall. I love to buy product in shopping mall. They don't enjoy. They don't buy because they're low value. They are not interested to buy the products in shopping mall. I enjoy eating food, low value. They don't enjoy, and I compare prices in shopping mall. They do not uh, compare the price, or we can take it high value of this. But I buy only daily need products. So on the basis of 3 questions, we can these people are not interested to buy the product in shopping mall because they don't they don't love to buy product in shopping mall. They don't enjoy eating food at shopping mall. They buy only daily need products. So we can club all the 9 people and give the name the passive buyer. They are passive buyer. Okay, same as the high rating of this, low rating of this question, and the high rating of this question. We club them and give the name. So it's an initial table, but we interpret through the final table. These are the members. There are 3. We created 3 clusters. So cluster 1, cluster 2, and cluster 3. So cluster 2 means Dharmendra, Prateek, and Rajia, Sukhvinder, Rahim, Jopa, and then Raghav, yes,
Sir,
and
which
Divya.
table you are explaining, sir?
Cluster membership.
No,
Is
it
it
is not
visible?
visible.
Oh, cluster member, it is not visible, sir.
It is not visible. Even the before that, it was also not visible. What I am seeing,
Yes,
I will
sir.
tell you.
Only the ANOVA table is only visible, sir.
Only on our table, and just before on our table, it is visible.
Okay, okay.
That's why it is not getting clear.
अच्छा अच्छा अच्छा. So can you see now this initial cluster center?
No, no, sir.
Only ANOVA table you can see.
Nova table, and just before that there is only
Okay.
one table.
Okay. I am
All
repeating again.
cluster centers.
No problem, sir. मैं उसको
Thank you. आज भेजेंगे।
एक मिनट मैं इसको अगेन
नहीं हो गया, सब प्रिंट कर लिया, लिख दिया।
तो एनालाइज, classify K means clusters, and then okay. Sir, can you see now?
No, the same screen is coming.
No, sir. Analysis.
Same
Screen only it's coming.
Okay. मैं फिर से रिपीट कर रहा हूँ सर इसको।
सर आपका स्क्रीन ही मूव नहीं कर रहा है।
क्या मैडम?
स्क्रीन
आपका
मूव
screen
नहीं कर रहा है, प्रॉब्लम ये आ रही है।
हाँ वही।
अभी आपको देख पा रहे हैं सर।
अभी बस हम आपको देख पा रहे हैं, अभी आपका स्क्रीन नहीं दिख पा रहा।
सर अब आप कुछ देख पा रहे हैं? देखिए
ये अब जो है क्विक,
हाँ ठीक,
क्विक क्लस्टर में
ठीक है
इनिशियल क्लस्टर सेंटर आ गया।
थैंक यू। हाँ यही मैं एक्सप्लेन कर रहा था। ओके थैंक यू।
अच्छा,
अब देखिए, अब ये आउटपुट है नॉन हायरार्किकल क्लस्टर का। द फर्स्ट टेबल इन नॉन हायरार्किकल क्लस्टर, दैट इज द initial cluster solution. So there are 3 clusters. In vertically you can see cluster 1, cluster 2, cluster 3. Okay.
Yes.
So in the cluster 1, how many people? I told you there are 9.
4, 5, 6. Cluster 1, 6. 1,
Huh.
2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
Okay. So sir, we can check it through this also. The how many people in cluster 1. Now can you see this, sir, this table, number of cases in each cluster? So in cluster 1, how many people, sir?
Here,
9.
which one?
9. Sir,
9.
last table is last below.
थोड़ा ऊपर कीजिए तो पता चलेगा।
सर ये इससे ऊपर नहीं हो पाएगा।
थोड़ा ऊपर कीजिए सर।
सर वो नहीं हो पाएगा ऊपर। तो ये इन क्लस्टर 1, सर मैं आई एम रीडिंग।
हाँ ठीक है, 3 सर, 3।
Okay. I am reading, sir. Cluster 1 9 people, in cluster 2 10 people, and cluster 3 6 people. Okay. So the purpose now the purpose of initial cluster solution, in the cluster 1 9 people, cluster 2 10, and cluster 3 6 people.
Yes,
So
sir.
so what does it mean? This I am just using the pivot table to transpose this. Now I think it is now more clear. Sir, can you see this now? Initial cluster in a horizontal form.
This is the initial cluster center.
Yes. Horizontally, na, I converted it.
Yes.
Now the meaning of the cluster of this table, the cluster 1 9 people. So for the question number 1, the mean score is 2. It means the 9 people. Okay, 1 2 3 4 5 6 7. This is my question. And what is my question? My question, I love to buy the product in shopping mall. How many people in cluster? 9. So 9 people given the score 2. The mean score is 2, means low score. Okay. And for the question number 3, I enjoy the the low value here, and high value here. So in cluster 1, they don't enjoy buy product in shopping mall. They don't enjoy eating food. They buy only need product. So we can give the name these buyers passive buyers, because they don't enjoy in shopping mall. The second group of people, like the high score of this value, they enjoy eating food at shopping mall. Low value of I bargain, they don't bargain the product. And low value of but buy only daily need product. Okay. So we can give the name of this buyers enjoy loving buyers. So this is about the table number initial cluster sample. Second, sir, I am showing you the
Yes, yes.
cluster membership.
That is coming. Okay.
Okay. In a cluster membership, there are three cluster: cluster 1, cluster 2, and cluster 3. In the cluster 1, how many people? So the Sachi and Sultana and Bablu, Babita, Pinky, Priyanka, Gayatri, Rohit, and Ravi. So we put all the buyers in these clusters. In the second cluster, Dharmendra, by name we can put all the people in a cluster 2, like Dharmendra, Pratik, Rajia, Sukhvinder. And in cluster 3, the Sarita, Roja, and Shyam. Other people we will put in the cluster 3. Now question is how to give the name of each cluster. What is the criteria? But before it, we should understand the concept of this ANOVA table. What is the purpose of ANOVA table? So the purpose of ANOVA table, to whatever questions we are taking in our study, we have taken 6 questions. The one is I love to buy products, I buy discounted product, I enjoy eating food, I bargain products when shopping mall, buy only daily need product, I compare prices. So whatever questions we are taking, whether all the questions are significant or not, so we can check through this ANOVA table. So p value, all the questions p value should be less than 0.05. This is desirable, also desirable, 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 desirable. If any question if any question value greater than 0.05, so we remove that question. So here there is no issue of removing the questions. All the questions are relevant for our study. Now the final table, through this table we interpret the result. You can see the final table. I'm just double clicking it, and then using the pivot table and transpose row and column. This is my first table. When I double click it, you can see, sir, the value of the cluster 1 people. It is not exact. The mean value of the 9 respondents, but we are taking the figure. For second question, the mean value is 3.77, and the third question, the exact value, mean value 2.22, 3.77. Okay, now we club in the 9 people. They are giving the low value for this question, low value for this question, and high value for this question. So I love to buy product. They don't love to buy product in shopping mall. I enjoy to eating food. They don't enjoy the eating food in shopping mall. They buy only daily need products. So we can say these people are passive buyers. The second is I love to buy product in shopping mall. Yes, they buy. They I enjoy eating food, high value of this and low value of this. So we can give the name this cluster enjoy loving. They'll take enjoy. The third cluster people, high value of this, I buy discounted product, they buy discounted product, they bargain the product, and I compare the process. So all the 3 questions we can say they are economical buyers. So thank you very much. This is about the cluster analysis, how to conduct the cluster analysis.
Sir, one
Yes.
question, sir.
Yes.
See, most of the things we have done at the final stage manually.
Yes.
Okay. If suppose the sample size is very large,
Yes, sir.
because here we have taken 25 for the purpose of understanding.
Yes.
That is. But in case of real practice or real researches, we go for 250, sometimes 400, something like that. So in
Yes,
that case, how, or is there any statistical method? Because
yes, yes, yes.
everything is in number form.
Okay, okay, okay.
So
So I'm
there should be some statistical tool to redesign the cluster by itself, rather than going for the individual checking that.
yes, yes, yes. Sir, actually, sir, if we are taking the sample size, for example, my sample size is 400. Okay.
Okay.
Your actual sample size 400, and you want to cluster in a different, you want to create the cluster analysis. So here in the small sample size, I have taken the cluster 2 to 4 only, to minimum and maximum 4. But in a real, when sample size is more, then we can create, I told you, we create 2 to 10 clusters, 2 to 10 clusters, and we can decide, means previously we can decide we need only 6 clusters, and then we want to find how many people in one cluster. So in a the again the criteria same. So in each cluster, the respondent should be 10%. 10% means if we are creating 10 people, so 40 people should be there. If the people less than 40, then we don't take that cluster. We do not create. So in a hierarchical cluster analysis, we can put our number of cluster minimum 2 and the maximum 10. So from the hierarchical cluster analysis, we got idea that we should take only 6 clusters, because if we take more cluster, then the sample size of the other clusters not according to the rule. Okay. So
Yes,
this is the criteria to, you can take 400 sample size, 500 sample size, but minimum number of respondents should be 10% of the total sample.
yes, sir. Thank you, sir.
Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you. Vishal sir, at what time should we join? Vishal sir, at what time should we join for the next session?
No, sir. Hello?
Yes, at what time should we join for the next session?
Sir, by 12, sir.
Okay, thank you very much.
Please resume at 12, everyone.
Okay.
Thank you so much.
Thank you so much.